Hello guys, welcome to Sizzles Diaries. Today I'm going to show you how I make simple flavored custard to be served with jelly. For this I'm going to use custard powder, no granulated sugar, no eggs, and I hope I can make it simple, smooth, creamy and delicious. I know I've tried it so many other times and my kids absolutely enjoy it. In a small mixing bowl, add 3 tablespoons of custard powder and 1 tablespoon of water to dissolve the custard powder. Now this step is very important because this is where you avoid forming lumps. Now you can make this to your desired consistency. It can either be pouring, medium or thick. So the thicker it is, obviously the more custard powder you add. You'll need approximately 500 ml of full cream fresh milk, and for this I'll just need about a 1/4 cup of milk just to mix it well so I can dissolve the powder further. If you are like me and you like tidying up as you are cooking, well, do it. Otherwise, the job is just so tedious at the end of the day. So let's head over to the actual cooking, and you would want to set your stove to the medium level, which is level 4 on my stove. And once you observe little bubbles, your milk is almost about to start boiling, you bring down the stove to level 1. That is your number 1 trick of not burning your custard. So at this point you begin to add the custard and milk mixture to the pot, and you add it bit by bit. The reason being is if you had made a mistake by adding too much custard powder, you can correct it here, because once you start adding the custard mixture to the pot, it will start thickening up, and you can actually adjust the level of thickness. So guys, making custard is so dreading, and at this point this is the part that I do not enjoy at all, because now you just have to stand here in front of this pot and make sure that you keep stirring and stirring and stirring so the whole thing does not burn. Oh my goodness. The way you would want to do this is do not bring it to a boil, and believe me, why not? Just keep stirring it until it comes to a sizzle, like Sizzles Diary, until it comes to a sizzle. So just keep stirring it until it comes to a sizzle. It will gradually start to thicken up, and as it thickens up, it will start releasing that nice aroma. So custard is one of Namibia's most cherished dessert, snacks or appetizer. I can tell you stories and stories of how we used to enjoy custard in boarding school. Most hospitals in Namibia serve custard and jelly. Custard and jelly is even sold in the shops, but the most iconic dish served with custard is malva pudding. So for the sweetness, I substitute granulated sugar for condensed milk because it's so rich and creamy, but be mindful of the sweetness. Do not add a lot. I usually add around 60 ml of it to the pot, and that's just it. I do not add anything else. So the last time I made vanilla custard, I used extra flavor from this brand in the flavor Toffee, and I used 1.25 ml of it. I bought this Barco flavoring oil from the baking tin in Windhoek. So guys, be sure to check out the baking tin after this quarantine. They have amazing flavoring oils. I usually cook this for around 10 to 15 minutes on very low heat while stirring gradually. Once it's done cooking, pour the custard in a measuring jar and cover with cling film and allow it to cool naturally for around 15 to 30 minutes. They say the proof is in the pudding. Now, if I had burnt this custard, this pot would not look like this. But it's because I applied that trick or tactic that this pot has not burned and the custard came out nice and smooth and creamy without any lumps. So we're gonna go ahead and you just stir it a little bit after cooling, and you beat it up a bit with your hand mixer, and voila. I had already made this instant jelly and set it in the freezer for about 35 minutes. So I'm going to pour over it my custard, and look guys, just look how beautiful it is. Just look, the colors complement each other, and the custard is not thick, it's also not runny, it's just at a nice consistency. So thank you guys for coming, and I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try it out in your homes, and till we meet again next time, bye besties.